Hi, so this is just a quick introductory video just to summarize some of the things that I think are happening within your spreadsheet. First of all, just wanted to clarify and confirm what we've actually got being shown within the spreadsheet. At the top, we appear to have a code for relating to the different roles that people can run. So if I put down some headings as these are going, we've got staff, we've got the roles that they can actually perform. We've also then within that, we've also got whether they're a subcontractor or whether they are whether it's an intercompany, so they're subcontractor or own staff. They're the two options that I seem to be able to see there, and they've also got whether it's an intercompany event as well. So we've actually got several things just within this one color scheme here that are related to this. So you've also got vans as well. So let's put vehicles in there. Let's put a little bit further down. And then for vehicles, we've then got later on we've got color coding for own or rental. So within the staff as well, on the scale here, we've got the minibus details, we've also got the reg numbers, and we've got who the driver is. We'll come back to that one later. And then for staff, we've got the name as well. So I'll put name in first. And then we've got the color coding to say what position they are, and we've got the type of heading that they are for, whether they're intercompany or whatever they're, so full-time, whatever. We've then got a count at the bottom. I'm going to put that separately just for the moment. So we've got a count to say how many for each type of role we've got, which essentially we consider to be a workload. And then I've edited this, just we've got more events similar to this further down. So you've then also got information relating to the client. And you then, for each client, you've got a job reference number. So you've got Jedburgh School W7046. So you've got client and job reference number. I'm guessing that you may be able to have multiple sites for those as well, but let's come back to that a little bit later. Okay, so we've got some information being progressed here. I'm going to add in a couple of lines here because I think what you're also going to have here is your forecast, and then you're actually going to want to have your actual and then a variance. And we'll see if this comes right in a moment. Okay, so at the moment then you've got a single cell within a spreadsheet. You've got Ed own, you've got Ed not showing here, you've got Craig Williams, here shown with a van, but you've actually got Ed there but not showing there. So potentially a mistake, potentially an oversight, potentially Ewan's called Ed, no idea, but I'm guessing you know the answer to that. You've got Craig Williams here, you've got Craig Williams here, so you've got duplication of detail relating to one person, but you at least have clarity that you've got someone going on a job to do a particular role. Okay, so we've now got 1, 2, 3 main dimensions. You've got sub-dimension of job reference and site, and you've got some information relating to staff with name, role, subcontractor or own staff. And you also want to know a status on a job, whether it's an intercompany job or whether it's a direct for the right area of your business. For vehicles, you've got whether they're owned or rented, and you've got a reg number. And then for the events, you've also got which driver is. So you've got a staff related to the vehicle as well for a particular event. And then for staff information, you've got count of how many people are doing a particular job by role. You've got a forecast counted for that, and then you should, I'm guessing, for timesheets and for allocating of time against a job itself. You also want to know the forecast and the actual per job as well as per staff. And then you've got a variance of what you actually forecast versus what they actually did. So you need some method of doing that, which obviously the spreadsheet isn't achieving. Okay, so that's a quick overview of what I think is the summary within the spreadsheet as well. Let's minimize that for a moment. So what we've tried to do in the view that we've got here in visual planning is to say that we've got exactly the same information, but now we've got it all sorted out by school down the left hand side and the project number, and then every event that you've got is put onto the day itself. So all of the things are just shown there, and you can have counts for those as well. You can have counts by workloads that summarize those as well. So if I open just one of these just at random, I've got Gordon Kyle. He's doing a productive activity. He's not cross-allocated. That's the customer. He's working for the right department. The project's the same name as the customer. He's an apprentice, and we could put on a vehicle to him if we wanted to, and we could put on a space at the status. We've also, within the same cell, so we've got everything held in one location, we've also got a form to enable us to say how many actual hours did he do, and then that would allow us to say, okay, well, this is for an 8-hour event. He actually did 5 hours, whatever it happens to be, or he did 7 hours, 7.5, whatever you want to do. He left early because he was going to go and play football. He left early because he was going to go to the dentist, whatever it happens to be. You can store notes that relate to that to explain why someone was off or why they didn't complete the full hours, and that then stores within that event. So if I open that up again, then the 7 hours still stays with it. So I've now, within an event, I've got all of the information that we had in our spreadsheet stored within a single event. And in this particular example, I've got that showing, go back again, I've got that showing by day within a month. So I've got a month showing us the scale on the top, and I've got my individual days, I've got my projects down the left. I've taken made a bit of a change here. I've changed this to a style where it's a week, and I've put Gordon on there for the whole week, whereas here I've put him on for individual days. So Monday through to Friday, whereas Monday through to Friday I just put it as one event. It just would allow me to put more information onto here as well. So I could put on that he was an apprentice, I could change what the text was, and I could have a bit more showing on there as well. I've also then got icons that say that yes, he's cross-allocated, or no, he's not cross-allocated. And I've also got a car on there to show that he's got a vehicle allocated to him as well, and whether it's his own car or whatever it happens to be. And I can cross-reference these to the various things. So I've got activity types, I've got roles that they can do, I've got statuses that they can be related, that can be allocated to the account, and whether the job's cross-referenced or not. Okay, so there's a whole load of stuff I can put onto the same details there, and that just allows me to see the information in a different way. If I wanted to just pick out one particular job, so if I just wanted to pick out this one, I could filter the selection and get rid of everything else. I could then obviously make that bigger and decide what I wanted to see on there, and I could put more information. I could have that showing line by line. So I could have name, the role, whether they've got a car, whatever it happened to be. And that gives us a quick summary of what's required. Okay, hopefully we'll go through that a little bit more during the demo. Thanks for your time.